Hi guys. So, apologize, my voice sounded like crap. Still recovering from that. Let's start with, this is not a regular content video. This is a channel update video. It really annoys me when people put channel updates in the regular content videos, because then the video sits there for like 4 or 5 years, and when you come to watch it, you have to listen to 5 minutes of channel updates. And they don't matter anymore. If you're watching this a year or so after it's posted, it's only interesting if you're interested in the history of the channel. I'll give the summary first, and then I'll give the details after that. So I've had some successes, and I've learned a lot. The most important thing that I've learned is what I don't know. Now, I had originally planned on taking a posting hiatus, during which time I was going to spend learning more about video production and stuff, and learning all the skills that I didn't have yet. In particular, I wanted to make a transporter effect. I was going to record some music and so on. That plan didn't work out. I ended up going to rehab back at the beginning of December, and I just got out a few days ago. So I'm going to try to learn those things on the fly, but it does mean I'm going to have a harder time trying to keep some kind of posting schedule. Now, in the past, when I'd slipped the schedule, it was because I was relapsing. So if I stay sober, I should be able to continue some kind of schedule, but I do need to be learning these things. I'm also going to be changing up the content in a few ways. More on that in a minute. So here are the details. Let's talk about what I've accomplished so far. I've got more than 3,000 views. Woo! And I've also hit a point where if I post regularly, once a week, I will never have a day with 0 views. And so that's good. For a small channel like this, it's a pretty important milestone. I have learned a lot about how to put out a video every week, which is surprisingly difficult especially when you're working full-time on some other job. And there had been a lot of overtime for me over the summer. The good news is the bad news. I lost my job when I got out of rehab. We'll see how it goes. But if you want to help, Patreon. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Other things I've accomplished. I've made more technically complex videos, and I've been getting better at it. So you probably noticed a difference in quality from the older to the newer videos. I've also started building up a library of clips, special effects clips, sound effects, stuff like that. And I won 2 copyright fights. See, it was The Last Starfighter and it was Borderlands. The Last Starfighter, I got blocked in some countries, but not all. And since I was still in the US, I was like, I got friends in Europe that I don't think were able to watch that video. They can watch it now. And Borderlands just got blocked. And for that, I was like, I'm not getting a whole video blocked. This is fair use. I'm just using clips from the movie, right? So I went ahead and did the appeal. When you get a copyright claim, it's YouTube's Content ID has scanned and found copyrighted material. No person has looked at it. So the first thing you do, I forget what it's called. It's not an appeal, but you basically ask them to look at it and determine if there's a real copyright claim there, if there's actual copyrighted material. That clears up most of them. It doesn't clear up all of them. It didn't clear up Borderlands. Copyright owner looked at it and said, oh no, copyright, whatever. Then there's an appeal. Now, that first thing you do, you don't get a copyright strike or anything, and it doesn't necessarily trigger a human at YouTube looking at it. The second thing you do is an appeal, and that's where you write out, it's actually a legal document where you claim this is all fair use, and you have to explain why you think it's fair use and all of that. Now it's a review. It's a movie review. It's obvious fair use. I would have to look it up. I don't remember if the copyright owner actually looked at it and decided it was fair use, or if they just never bothered to look. That's what happened to Last Starfighter. So anyway, so I did Borderlands. I went ahead and did the appeal, and I said I'm going to risk a copyright strike because I know I'm right, and I won. And so Borderlands isn't blocked at all anymore. So if you haven't seen the Borderlands video, go watch it. And then I was feeling my oats, so to speak. And at this point, I was in rehab, and I had my phone during phone time. And I said, well, let me go get one of these others. So I went after Last Starfighter, and that one just expired. The copyright owner didn't go and look at it in the given amount of time, and so now it's fine. Now everybody can watch it. I do still have one more video with a copyright claim. That is the What is Addiction video. And this is funny. In What is Addiction, during the title card for the video, I used a sample from the Queensryche song, The Needle Lies, which is on Operation Mindcrime. It got marked for copyright, but the owner gives permission to use that material on YouTube. So no problem, right? But then when I did the review of Operation Mindcrime, there was no copyright anything. Like that one went through somehow. I don't get it. So anyway, let's talk about the videos I've made so far. Now, my mental health videos do well overall. So, of course, I'm going to keep making them. There is a fair argument to say that I should start a separate channel for that. But when you're just one person, and I got to do all the video production and everything, 2 channels is too many. So they're going to stay on this channel. I've really only gotten 1 dislike. I actually got another one. I think someone got mad at me for talking trash about Harry. But the other dislike I got was on the Stargate is racist video. And since I don't have enough dislikes, I don't think I'm ruffling enough feathers. So I will be making a Star Trek is racist video at some point. Then hopefully that'll ruffle some more feathers. One thing I haven't done is I haven't made enough videos where I take a current science topic, usually some news thing, and turn it into science fiction. The first video I made, the lasers on the ocean, that's what I did. But I still didn't go quite far enough even in that video. Since this is one of the core concepts of the channel, obviously I need to work on making more videos like that. My media reviews are the most popular videos, of course. So long term, they're obviously going to be bread and butter videos for this channel. Star Trek video I did is still the biggest video I've done. It's got over 1,000 views. The most important thing I've learned is that making a video is much harder than it looks. And if you're wondering why I keep looking over here, that's where my notes are. I put them out of the frame this time. When I started, I thought I'd try a new thing in every video, and then over time I would get better at making videos, and that sort of worked. But when you're trying to stick to some kind of schedule, and you have to find a location, and then you have to shoot and all that, at some point, in order to keep the schedule, you have to start cutting complexity from your videos so that you can finish the damn thing. And so a lot of the new things I was going to work on in a particular video didn't get done because I was trying to keep a schedule. I've also learned that batch shooting is pretty effective, especially for the kind of videos I make. That's where you write like 5 scripts and then you shoot all 5 of them right in a row. You know, you find a location, you just spend a couple of hours there and you just shoot all 5 of them. And then you edit them, 1 a week for 5 weeks. Or actually what you do is you edit them as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and queue them up and try to buy you some time to make more videos. There is room to expand on this process. I will hopefully be shooting at least 1 more video while I'm here. Here is a hotel room. We'll see how that works. I do need to take some time. I still need to take some time to do what I was supposed to do on my posting hiatus. So I'm still going to try to keep the once a week schedule that I think really works for this channel. I need to learn something new on every video. So if that means taking a couple of extra days to do a video, I'm just going to have to do it. All right, so one thing I might do actually is I might skip making a video for a particular week and focus on learning stuff and then come back and make another video the next week. I might do that. One of the things I was hopelessly optimistic about was that I would be able to keep a weekly schedule and find time to reshoot the other assets. So like I want a better title sequence. My mid-cap, the part where I say, don't forget to like and subscribe and go, check out my Patreon or whatever, that part, I hate it. I've hated it since I started it. I need a better one. Then the end cap, I actually kind of like my end cap right now, but I need a better music. I still need to shoot a real title sequence, and I want another title theme, so I'm working on that. I did finally buy a guitar. We'll see how that goes. My drums are in storage. I'm not sure how I'm going to record a drum line. I might wind up having to use a sequencer. I still don't have a bass, so I'm going to have to use a MIDI sequencer for the bass, unless a bass materializes in the near future. Like I said, I want to record new title music. I also want to record a bunch of incidental music because I like videos better when they have some kind of music in them. I don't like the music that you can get from YouTube's free library, and I'm not really in a hurry to go to, there's a mod library that you go to when you want to make video games. It's the old tracker style music. There's a lot of great music in there. It would take me so much more time to sort through that library looking for music to use for the channel compared to just making my own that I will be happy with from the beginning. So I'm going to make some changes to the content going forward. In order to really understand these changes, I should probably explain the point of the channel in the first place. Now, it's called Ask a Science Fiction Writer because you're supposed to ask me questions and I will answer them in a video. Now, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered in a video, you need to be a patron on Patreon. So you need to go to my Patreon. As of this shooting, I only have 1 rank. It's $5 a month. And then if you ask a question, I will answer it in a video. I'm not promising how that's going to look. A lot of it depends on the question. If you ask a question that really takes a whole video and I like the topic, I'll make a video for you. I might group a bunch of questions together like some of the other YouTubers do and just do a whole video where I answer questions. I might do a similar, like a video where your question fits in the context of that video. I'll go ahead and answer it there. I'll always give you a shout out. If you're not on Patreon and you still want to ask me questions like in the comments, go ahead. But I can't promise. I'm not promising to answer those. If you want me to answer on video, you go be a Patreon. I am going to remake some of the earlier videos. I'm definitely going to remake Lasers on the Ocean. That video was more about learning how to make a video. Now that I know how to make a video, I think I can do that one much better. There might be some of the other earlier ones I might remake. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not doing them right away. They're just going to be in the mix. So this isn't the case where like the next month I'm just going to be remaking my own crap. No, I'll be making some new content also. I am dropping the story crafting series completely. I thought, Ask a Science Fiction Writer, it would make sense to do videos about how you actually write. And it's still an interesting topic to me, but I put together a video for that and I didn't shoot the video. I was writing the script and I just couldn't come up with the energy. I was like, this is just really boring and nobody watches these anyway. So I guess I'm just not going to make them anymore. But it's fine, because if you want to learn how to write, there are lots of other resources out there for you. I did really like the concept for the Spock or Therapist video, and I did write a script for that, and I made a little database with all the different quotes in it. So I will be able to do that sort of video again. Could use some ideas. Being fresh out of rehab, I have a bunch of handouts I can use to pull out therapist quotes. So I need Spock quotes. That's what I need. And I would like to do a much longer form version of that, something that's more entertaining. But I also want to do things that are similar to that, like was it Colonel O'Neill or was it Colonel Shepard, from Stargate SG-1 versus Stargate Atlantis? Which one of them said this? I think that would be a lot of fun. As part of my new marketing plan, I think I need to start reacting to videos. This one's tricky because that was never a concept for the channel. But, I react to a video, right? And then YouTube sees it and they will start showing my reaction to people watching the original video. So I get to target bigger channels to react to their stuff as a way of attracting more people to my channel. And at a certain point, it's anything that can fit under the science fiction heading, or just fiction, or just science, any of those. So I might, there's Alternate History Hub. He apparently likes people reacting to his videos a lot. I would like to react to Vlogging Through History, reacting to Alternate History Hub. I think that would be a fun video. What I think would be really fun, though, is if I react to somebody's video, then someone does a reaction to my reaction, and then I do a reaction to their reaction to my reaction. So if you're watching and you want to make a video like that, keep an eye out, and we'll do something. That'll be fun. I also think reaction videos might actually be pretty quick and easy to shoot. You don't have to write. Just point a camera and watch the video. So we'll see how that works out. I am going to start trying to reach out to other channels now. I really had to focus on getting a bunch of videos up first. So somebody stumbles across a video and they watch it, there would be other ones for them to watch. I think I have a decent library of that. Not totally representative of what I want to do. It's going to take more time. But I do think I'm in a place where I can start looking for collabs. I don't have a big channel to offer in a collab, so obviously I'm going to be asking bigger channels, and I don't have anything to offer them except my beautiful personality. I think that's enough. And what's the worst that could happen? They're going to tell me no? Honestly, if a bigger channel takes me serious enough to tell me no, I'll take that as a compliment. All right, so one of the original concepts for the channel, and I haven't done any of these videos. I come up with story ideas all the time. And some of these story ideas I really like, but I know I'm never going to write it. But what I would like to do is spend 20 or 30 minutes talking about it. And we'll go on this journey together where we'll explore this story idea. And then when I'm done, I'll be like, well, if you want to do it, go ahead. Give me a story by credit. That's all I want. And it would be a way that we can enjoy a story without anybody having to go through all the trouble to write it. One of the reasons I haven't done this, because I don't think I have the technical skills to do it yet. Because I would want like animations and stuff along the way, kind of animate the story. I'm still working on that. You may have noticed in the Fool's Tale video, Conspiracies, the Fool's Tale, I finally did some animations of the pirate ship Sweet Dreams from the book. So I am getting there. So we'll see how that works out. What's going to happen next? Exactly. A lot of this I don't know. I did just get out of rehab. I'm working on building a sober life, go to meetings, reaching out to sober friends and stuff like that. So I do need to focus on that for my mental health. And I did lose my job. So please become a patron and maybe you can help buy my book. You can buy it. There's a Detective Lindsay story on there too. While I was in rehab, I finished the draft for Ghost in Time. I have 2 more rounds of specific editing I need to do. Then I need to do another content revision. Then I need to send it out to pre-readers. If I can find the time, keeping in mind I just lost my job, I got to find a way to make money still. If I can find the time while doing all of this I got so many balls in the air right now, it's unbelievable. But if I can find the time, I could probably get Ghost in Time published, the end of February, sometime in March, something like that. It would be nice if money wasn't an issue. It's like a chicken and egg problem because some of you are going to buy it as soon as I release it. But I need that money to get to where I can release it. So maybe I'll look at a early pre-order. That's what it's called. I'll look to see if I can make it possible to pre-order this thing because I am close enough that it would be reasonable to do something like that. All right. So with my voice being crap right now, I'm probably going to wait a bit longer before shooting any videos. I did shoot the What is Rehab video. I wanted to shoot that one while it was fresh on my mind. Just got out of rehab. People want to know what actually happens in rehab. So that's going to be the next video, actually, because I already shot it. I just need to edit it. But with my voice being crap right now, I'm probably not going to shoot again for a little while because I really want to get my voice back. I'll be doing a lot of writing, getting the scripts written, and then I'll batch shoot, 5 or 6 of them, and then we'll have something. I do have a video on my list. It's the redemption of Rodney McKay from Stargate Atlantis. But I have to watch all of Stargate Atlantis to be able to make this video. That's obviously going to take some time. I'll probably make a list of other things I can make from Stargate Atlantis while I'm at it. So don't be surprised if I do like 5 videos all about Stargate Atlantis. I also need to start watching Star Trek The Next Generation because I need clips.
That's the spirit!
Like the one you just watched. But I need more, and I need a lot of Star Trek ones. So I figure The Next Generation and then Enterprise. But both of these activities are going to affect my production schedule along with actually trying to make money. All right, so that's it for the channel update. It'll probably be another year before I make another one. Again, if you really want to help me out, go become a Patreon, buy my book, buy the Detective Lindsay story. I will probably be taking my Amazon wish list offline because I don't have a place to send those items to. Oh, yeah, there is another van video coming. I just don't know exactly when I'm going to make it. I already shot part of it, but I have more I need to take care of. Trying to wait. So yeah, go do the Patreon thing, buy my book, whatever. Links down below. See you in the next video.